Alright, so today is April 14th, 2025. Um, just going over today's market. I didn't take any trades, but I did record the screen. And I was watching some stuff here and there, just, seeing what my levels do. Alright, so let's open up the video. Move this out the way. And this is the time. Alright, so move this out the way. So the market opened up here. You can see that we had a nice straight rejection out of nowhere, hitting coming from the settlement price from the prior day. We see a straight selling, so there's nothing that I can really do, right? I have all my levels set. I do have this level here that I am interested in. Is the 5-minute level form NQ. You can see that we don't really have it there, but we do have strong buying that came out of it. All right, so something to look forward to. And then I'll put up the range chart to help us understand what exactly happened. So here, all right. So we're reaching that level. It is now 9:42. So 12 minutes into the level, we're hitting that level, and price is pushing down. As we reach that level, and we show our first sign of interest, right? What we want to see is price close near this level, 54.50. All right, very close near it. Let's see if we can pull up NQ on the chart. Let's do that. Let's put up NQ 5-minute, because NQ 5-minute is what we're looking at. I hope I saved it. Alright, cool. Okay. Alright, so this is 9:45. Alright, so NQ came down to here at 9:45, and it did this, right? So we had this absorption. Boom, add no more absorption. They both had no more absorption, right? So that whatever level that was that it had pre-market, it held. It also bounced off of something, I guess, because it bounced off of something for sure. It's not the overnight volume area, which eventually it did bounce around a lot, which is my end of day volume that I don't mark anymore. It's just too much stuff to be marking. So it bounced off of that level right there, right? So that's it right here. It bounced off of this level right here. Strong selling. Probably have something here that I could mark for it, and then we'll also have this level here above, right? So what it's telling me is that if I just focus on just ES, maybe I could have just gotten something, because NQ was at its own world as well, but they were still hitting levels. So this is from an NQ level, and we see that price bouncing off of it. Price came back down here, and then there we have our potential entry. All right, it's down 9:48. So we'll go to the 9:48. All right, we'll go into the whatchamacallit chart, right? So the tick chart. So 9:48. All right, we can see that we had extreme level, came down, strong selling, and then price kind of like teeters off. Right, we got buy, and then from there it basically just bounced out of it, right? So we'll just be entering just for the sake of entering as price is coming out, right, out of that level. 9:48. I am going to adjust this to show the clock. Alright, and I'm going to zoom in to help us out. So 9:48 should be right about here, right? Yeah, coming out of that level, boom, right? So maybe we enter here. This should be about 5 points, and then here it should be about 10 points. So about a 10-point risk, and then we go up for about a 37-point gain, right? Which would be what we'll be looking for, right? Price bounces around a lot right here. So how do we play this? I don't freaking know, because we don't really get what I want, what I was seeing over here on this one, right? So, but that's still an error to just say, hey, you know what? I'm ready to buy. Prices come back up. Let's do it. All right, and as long as we stay above that thing that I saw there, and we did. That thing is being these buys here, staying above these buys, and we did. We kind of bounced off. Boom, had another buy. Boom, right? So kind of like staying above that buying, didn't really get below it, and then we aim for those highs up there. Right? This I like. This I like. This I like entry. Alright, so price eventually moves up and it comes back down, moves back up, and then we get the setup that we're looking at 52, right? We're going to see if you see an exuberant amount of volume around 1047 right here. Should have been the volume. I guess not. Yeah, I should see volume coming in. Right. We'll definitely see volume coming out. Alright, so we're supposed to have volume going into it. I don't see the volume that went into it to push price up in there, because here is the volume that I'm talking about right here. A lot of volume into that level. As we reach, price hit that level that we've been looking at on the 5-minute, and then we had strong selling, and then we closed below it, right? So my speculation is that after we had the strong selling and price confirm it wants to close here, we put a stop loss there. It's a 10-point risk. We're aiming for a back down here for 30 points, so a 3 to 1, right? 10-point risk, 3 to 1, right? And then so we have that, right? So if we entered there, that would be what we'll be looking at, and price basically just fell out of bed. Right, here goes that seller from this candle here. Sellers came back up to that level at the 11 o'clock. So the sellers were trying to sell, came back, and then came back up at 11 o'clock, and then they started moving down. All right, that's when I marked that level. We got the absorption, we hit that level, and we had price falling out of it. Price closed at the level, which is what we want to see, and then reject the level. Price closed and then reject level. Price never really closed this level. It just came right out of it like it was ready to come back to it. So maybe the entry would have been here on the second mouth of it. So let's go back to that. Right, so we had this here, right here, right? So maybe the entry could have been on this one here. Price got above on the second mouth because we left the wick, and then stop loss about 10 points. So always about initial 10-point stop loss, and here is about 30 points, right? So we do a 10-point stop loss. Gotta have my calculator up. So if we do a $300 risk divided by 10-point stop loss, that's $30 a share. So divided by 5, that would be 6 contracts times 5. and I can't really do divided by 50, right? So divided by 25, that would be 5 contracts times 25. So divided by 5, that would be 6.5 contracts, right? So we'll put 5 contracts max at risk for that $300 risk, and then so 5 times 5 times 33, that's $825 for the $300 that we're risking. I really would have to just suck it up, which I don't. For some reason, I don't want to suck it up. All right, and then just wait for price to come down to here, because we already passed 2 to 1 and almost 4 to 1. All right. So what does that look like on this chart here? And we probably even held that a little longer, because look how we kind of slammed through that. So we'll probably get more than 4 to 1. So we'll go here. Our entry would be right there, because we have the strong buying and then strong selling. Our entry here, as soon as this kind of closes above, so we're about a 10-point risk. Right, and then this is this price here. We're going to track it. Here we go, and then we got here. You can see that price just dumped, sliced, no pullback, slice, little pullback right there, and then probably get out there, right? See that price just slice, boom, and then get out on that little pullback right here. No point in staying in that, right? And that is a and that is a 4.5. So minus 30 divided by 3 times 4.5, that's $1,112. A good return for risking $300. That's a nice 3.7 to 1. 369. Damn, she's fine. Alright, so but what I would have liked is to see that if I had the gall, is to get out on a strong buying reversal, which would be this, right? Or a strong selling candle. So we don't have a strong selling candle here till we reach here, and then we have a very strong. This one here was what stopped us. If I had the gall, if I was entering the trade, to run this bad boy like that and get out at this level here, or this level here, 73, or even right here, 68, that'd have been great. So this is what this is getting to now. You can see that price stepped in, buyers stepped in, buyers tried to step in here, failed, nice little pullback, started stepping again, failed, and then really said, yo, I'm not doing this with you, right? You're not going to do this with you. So a lot of volume came in right here. As you can see, look how crazy that looks, right? So here, not a lot of consistent volume. Sell, 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 sell. All right, sell, 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 sell. Tapped out, buy. Buy, buy, buy. Tapped out, sell. Enter again. All right, enter here, stop loss there. All right, close this out. So I did decide to enter here on this candle, or even on this candle. All right, stop loss look like it's about still 10. This is about 15. So we still want it to be here. So enter on that candle here, which puts us here at 9. If I enter there, it'd be about 6. Right? And then we do get a pull back into this area here where we do have a 15-minute absorption candle. Support turn supply. So we come back down to that level that I have marked, which is strong selling right here. And I don't know what the heck just happened that I missed that. Yeah, I did miss that. So something happened. Let's see if we can even slow it down. Must have been a somebody must have fat fingered something, because I don't know what the heck that was about. Boom, 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 bam. What the heck was that? Bam. What was that? Nobody knows. It's 1 o'clock. Maybe we had bonds. Let me see what the news looked like around that time. That was intense. Oh, we had a speaker. Waller spoke. And let's see, do we have econ? Yeah. Yeah, this Waller guy must have been very crucial. Alright, so the price held that area, and then from there we had a reversal, and I believe we went all the way back up towards that level. We kind of hit a level right here, and then we sold off from that level there to like that. So that was basically it. So as far as levels go, we really had one main good entry, which was this right here. That selling came from. This is more speculative. We had that absorption, boom, boom. Can't really close near it, but we do get 1 minutes that are better. So maybe this one here, and then okay, let's enter there and run it back up, speculating that price will go. This made more sense on the charts here, and then we also get something. I believe we got something here where price stood up for itself. Alright, looking for something where it exacerbate, which is strong selling right here that got absorbed and then exacerbated, right? So this is at 1 o'clock. You had to be very quick. This happened so fast. I'll put up the real time hour of that. Alright, so this is real time hour. It happened in that. So you can see exactly how it happened. So this is it here. We're gonna just let it play, and then I'm gonna call it here. What time is it? 18 minutes. Okay, so this is the real time hour. Probably couldn't even catch that if we wanted to. 1 o'clock, bam, there it is. Just started going. Like, who's catching that? Nobody's catching that. Then it went. That's exactly how it went, just like that. That's in like 10 seconds. You know, that's 1, 2, overdone. 10 seconds, and it hit that just like that. All right, so couldn't really catch this play if we wanted to, but it's an anomaly. It is an area of interest that, you know, we had that, and price bounced off of it, and it was just holding this area the whole time. So when price goes and return to this with some strong volume, maybe enter. Price came up here. We don't really have any volume that's interested here. We got some volume here. Price never really closed below it, so it's kind of dead. It's holding. And then we have very strong buying here that fails. So want price to come back to it again and fell again. Boom. So maybe enter way down here. We have failing. Strong volume coming out. Enter here. Stop loss above. Right. So that's when our second opportunity may have came, and we're just aiming for the lows here, maybe even stopping at this level here. Nope, never mind. We came down to those lows. We came down to those lows, right? We came down to that low. That's a very good trade opportunity. Risking 9 to make this much is ridiculous. But that's how we ended the day. Actually, no. The day would have been ended at 15 minutes here. They probably would have liquidated the account, unfortunately, right about here. So 30 points, and you would have missed the other 27 points, which sucks balls because I came like 10 minutes after. So, but you're able to at least catch this down to here. That would have been a good trade. Risking 10 to make 20 is a good trade. Alright, so that's it for me. I'll be back tomorrow, maybe not. Probably won't even tell my charts because I probably won't even be home at all. Well, I'll be home, but just not on the charts. Alright, anyways, I'm out.